Methods don't bring about results, but your mental state does. Even though this may appear obvious, I am aware that there could be some who find it confusing. My goal is to clarify any misunderstanding and guide you back to your true potential. Your state is defined by your inner emotional and mental conditions and plays a crucial role in the process of manifestation. When we alter our state, we modify our emotions and thoughts, which, in turn, influences our surrounding physical world. Techniques, however, merely serve as instruments to assist us in changing our state. Simply reciting affirmations without making an inner transformation will not result in successful manifestation. Instead, our focus should be on modifying our state and encapsulating the feeling of our aspirations. Your perception and experience of life are dictated by your state, likened to an avatar. Given that creation is already done, there are multiple versions of you that exist, each living in a distinct reality or timeline. Your state governs which version of you exists in the present moment and in which timeline you currently find yourself. If winning the lottery is your ambition, a version of you who has won already exists. However, merely acknowledging the existence of such a version will not bring you joy. You want to personally experience that reality, and this can be achieved by embodying that version of yourself. Your state, shaped by your thoughts and actions, is the key to manifestation. Merely chanting affirmations without genuinely believing and feeling them won't bring you the desired outcome. If you persistently focus on what's lacking and believe your goals are unattainable, they will continue to be out of reach. This is because your inner state crafts your external reality. To modify your state and manifest your desires, you need to use techniques properly and live as if the end result has already been achieved. This implies that you should visualize and feel as though your desires have already been fulfilled rather than concentrating on the lack or what is yet to come. This practice enables you to shift your internal state and bring your desired reality to life. For effective execution of your technique, it's crucial to perform it accurately. This implies not focusing on the fact that you're employing a technique. Instead, you should perceive it as a reality. Like you're watching this video right now, your technique should be experienced similarly. This embodies the idea of feeling its reality. Envision your technique as a gateway in time and space and plunge yourself into that experience. When affirming, avoid doing so with the intention of making something happen. Instead, affirm what you already possess as if it were reality. By doing this, you will experience the same level of realism and authenticity as when you declare that you're currently engaged in an activity. To achieve your ambition, you need to start living as if the end has already arrived. This implies that you should think and act like the person who has already accomplished their goal. You must stop concentrating on the absence of your desire and instead behave and think as if you already possess it. This demands conscious effort on your part, and you must disregard the current reality, focusing only on the end result. Ask yourself if your current thoughts and actions align with already having your desire. Utilize your imagination to visualize yourself possessing what you desire and imagine how it feels, how you behave, and what you watch or listen to. Be careful not to transform living in the end into a technique, as this is counterproductive. Living in the end implies knowing that it's already accomplished, as if someone from the future came back and told you it had already occurred. To bring your aspiration into reality, you must shift your state of being. This shift should occur naturally after successfully living in the end and acting as if you already possess what you want. When you change your state, you become the person who already owns the desire. This means your thoughts and actions throughout the day will align with having your desire without any effort on your part. These thoughts will become your default way of thinking and will feel natural and effortless. You won't focus on what's lacking or feel the need to perform any techniques to remind yourself of your aspiration. The feeling of certainty that you experience will be akin to knowing your name or your place of residence. The term miracle is often used by those lacking faith to describe what is accomplished through faith. According to the law of assumption, faith forms the basis of what we desire even when it's not visible. The notion that everything already exists motivates us to hope, and hope compels us to believe in the potential of achieving our desires. Without this belief and expectation, the law of assumption cannot be effectively employed. The word evidence, in this context, refers to a sign or proof of reality. This implies that faith means recognizing the reality of your assumptions, having a conviction about the reality of the unseen, and having a mental understanding of the reality of the invisible. Hence, it's clear that lacking faith implies disbelief in the existence of your desire. Since what you experience is a faithful reflection of your state of consciousness, a lack of faith will result in continued failure in consciously using the law of assumption. Through the ages, faith has played a significant role in the world's major religions and is woven into various myths. However, its true meaning is often misconstrued today. Contrary to popular belief, faith isn't effective due to external factors but is entirely a product of one's consciousness. The Bible contains several statements about faith that most people aren't aware of. To determine whether you've successfully transitioned into a new state, the critical factor is the thoughts or words that arise from that state. For instance, if you're currently unemployed and your thoughts reflect this by consistently repeating statements like, "I need a job," "I need money," or "I don't have a job," these thoughts are originating from the state of unemployment. To manifest your desire, the first step is to claim the new state of being that aligns with your desired outcome. For instance, if your aspiration is to be employed, affirming, "I am employed," is a good starting point. Once you claim the new state, allow the thoughts to naturally flow without forcing them. If no immediate thought arises following the newly claimed state, keep repeating it to yourself while feeling its truth. This will aid you in naturally thinking from the state, and you'll be given an immediate thought that aligns with it. Then, it's crucial to hold on to this new state. Don't just think about it once and revert back to thinking, "I am broke, I need money." However, it's also unnatural to constantly think about being employed and feeling grateful for it throughout the day. You have other aspects in your life that you don't constantly think about, but still possess. If you consistently think from a state of abundance, you will eventually know that you are abundant. Don't worry about the details of how, when, or where this abundance will manifest. Just focus on the end result. If you find yourself in debt, what's the solution? The answer is to be free from debt. Visualize the feeling of having all your bills paid off. Assume that feeling and let your imagination make it reality. Take yourself to the end and contemplate how you would feel if it were reality. Remember, it's not only about experiencing the emotions but also feeling the reality of it. Consider what you would see, hear, how others would perceive you, and the actions you would take if this situation was already true. These inquiries assist us in adopting the state of being free from debt. But it's important not to force anything while assuming the state. Forcing the assumption will only push it away. Start by assuming a state that surpasses your current thoughts, and thoughts will naturally follow from that state. Once you successfully adopt a state greater than your current thoughts, these thoughts will evolve into a belief that surpasses your worry. Eventually, you will forget about the anxiety because you know it's insignificant in comparison. The assumption will manifest and you'll realize that it was always meant to be.